Namaskaram. Probably most Indians do not know that there is such a day for Indian handlooms. What Indian handlooms mean is, maybe today it is a craft that we are trying to preserve and nurture, but at one time, Indian handlooms, handmade fabric from India, clothed literally the entire world, particularly Europe and America. So nearly 90% of the cloth was from India, and it was one of the largest exports from the country also. Nearly half the population was involved in one way or the other, raising the crops of fiber, spinning it, weaving it, dyeing it, and making various types of weaves out of it. India has over 120 distinct weaves even today. Many of them have been lost, but still 120 weaves are there. Many of them are at the point of extinction because it's almost like the last generation of people who have invested their life in this, because the next generation has found employment in urban centers or outside the country, seeking better livelihoods. Unfortunately, this has not been taken care of, that the hand weavers of India, who have a skill which is very unique and which has taken thousands of years, millennia of existence to bring it to a certain level of craftsmanship, which is very unique and it's fantastic. Using a handloom is not just about a style statement, it has something to do with your health, it has immense benefits for the ecology, because right now, one of the most polluting factors in the world is the polyfiber. The polyfiber that we are using in the form of textiles is right now gotten into the soil, gotten into the water, gotten into the food cycle, and it has gotten into our bodies. Some of the studies saying 28 grams of polyfiber exists in almost every American's body. How many problems, health problems, cancerous situations it's creating, there is no study to tell us this, but definitely it is not doing good for us, definitely it's causing harm. Bringing handlooms back, one thing is, it's fantastic for your health. You must know the healthfulness and the joy of being wrapped in an organic fiber or an organic cloth. It's very important, especially when it's handmade. It has a certain beauty. Aesthetically, it is fantastic. Health-wise, it is very helpful and supportive. Ecologically, it is a must-do. So everybody needs to understand, this is not just about fashion, this is not just about pushing our national agenda, this is about bringing back human craft, something that was so lovingly, skillfully done by human hands, has been all replaced by machines. Yes, machines are good, machines will mass produce, but it is very important that there is a human touch to your life. A simple way of bringing this is handloom. I would request every one of you, wherever you are in the world, to make at least 20% of your wardrobe into handmade cloth of natural fiber. Believe me, it'll make a huge difference for your health, your physical and psychological well-being, and above all, for the environment, at least 20%. Let's do this. It's important in India that at least the school uniforms, because children should not be wrapped in polyfiber. It is the worst thing to do. When we know it is causing harm to fish and plants, why are we wrapping our children in polyfiber? It is very important everywhere in the world. Those of you who have children, ensure that your children have natural fiber made clothing for themselves. This is an important step that you need to take in the growth and well-being of your child. It's my sincere appeal to every one of you, especially in India and also in the rest of the world. By doing this, you also save many lives. You've heard of farmer suicides all over the place. One reason is they're growing perishable crops, and only perishable crops, which is making them the victims of marketplace on that day. But if 30% of the land is dedicated to growing fibrous crops. There are various fibers which could be used for handloom, and also machine loom also is okay as long as it's natural fiber. And my appeal, I beseech you, please make at least 20% of your wardrobe into handmade natural fiber clothing.